Greetings, friends. Pipeline Tracker here. It's another beautiful day, so I decided to come make a video. I'm on location, obviously, as always, with my friend right here. I'm at Old Cummer. There's a railroad line behind me, and I guess there's a GO sign on it, so I guess they're GO trains. But I just wanted to talk a little bit about some recent developments. I mean, first of all, you guys have all must have heard of 3 oil spills last week. One of them involving, or I think it was 2 of them involving dill bitumen. I think Enbridge was responsible for one of them. Yeah, Enbridge spilled out of their, I think it was in the Yukon. They spilled some oil. Or, sorry, they detected a leak. Anywho, I want to talk today about the upcoming National Energy Board meeting surrounding Line 9. It's kind of a bit of a joke, to be honest. The Conservative government last year passed Bill C-338, which was the omnibus bill, and part of their bill was to change the rules surrounding the National Energy Board. And basically what they changed was that it's no longer a public hearing. You have to be connected to the pipeline in some manner, whether that's you're like a resident, or you're going to be directly affected by it, or other kind of things, or you're an expert in the field on, I don't know, like pipelines. Anywho, it's a bit of a joke, and the reason why I say it's a joke is I just found out today that you could apply. The application form is 10 pages long. It's not even like guaranteed that you'll be able to speak if you fill out this form. The board actually gets to decide who gets to speak or not. And the other thing is, in this form, it's not asking like standard kind of questions. They're asking you questions like, what are your expertise on these topics? And questions like, what do you have to say about this issue? What are you going to say about this issue? It's like you have to give them a script before you're even going to say anything. Now, again, what's kind of nefarious about this is it was passed by the Conservative government last year, along with other proposals to streamline the process, as well as they call it a public hearing, but they don't give us the forms until like 2 weeks before the application deadline is due. And like, when I think about it, I'm like, I just found out today I get more, the government gives me more time to pay off parking tickets than which is basically calling in and giving your Visa card, versus like filling out a whole 10-page form with like, well, my thought out ideas and what I'm going to say and all this other stuff, and you only give me 2 weeks to do it? How is this a public hearing then? And it's not public if you get to decide who comes in and who doesn't come in. I mean, how is that public then? How is that open to the public? It's not. It's a select group of people that are chosen by the board that's supposed to be like making the decisions. Well, I don't know. And guess what? I was reading the board decisions, or the legislation surrounding the new outcomes, and they said that even if you are an expert and the board may still not decide to hear you. So even if you have something important to tell them, you're an expert in a certain part of this equation here, you still might not be guaranteed to speak at this public hearing. So again, guys, friends, we must look at this critically. We must analyze this analytically, and it seems increasingly obvious that this government doesn't want us to know the actual outcomes that could potentially result from this. Like, let's put it all into context. We have my point now about the public NEB hearings being not so public. Then we have on top of that the muzzling of scientists. Then we have government avoiding questions. Then we have like Enbridge and all these other oil companies not totally responding to questions and like telling the government to pass legislation that fast forwards their projects. Like, guys, are we really having a choice here, or is it just are we just being told this is it and you're gonna like it? Peace and love, friends.